WHO number 2 Clemson 14-0 versus number 1 Alabama 14-0. What the College Football Playoff National Championship game, presented by AT&T Kickoff, where Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California. Head coaches Clemson's Dabo Swinney, 115-30 in 11 seasons with the Tigers, 1 national championship. Alabama's Nick Saban, 142-20 in 12 seasons with the Crimson Tide, 233-62, 1 overall, 6 national championships. Statistical leaders Clemson Passing, Trevor Lawrence, 239-365, 65.5%, 2,933 yards, 27 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Rushing, Travis Etienne, 1,583 yards, 22 touchdowns. Receiving, T. Higgins, 56 receptions, 855 yards, 11 touchdowns. Punt returns, Amari Rogers, 7.7 yards per on 39 returns, 1 touchdown. Kick returns, Darian Kendrick, 23 yards per on 13 returns. Punting, Will Spears, 39.5 yards per, 19 of 61 inside the 20. Kicking, Greg Hugel, 10-15 field goals, long of 49, 71-72 extra points. Tackles, Isaiah Simmons, 88 tackles for loss, Clelin Ferrell, 18 sacks, Ferrell, 11.5 QB hits, Dexter Lawrence, 15 interceptions, Tanner Muse, A.J. Terrell, 2 passes. Breakups, Simmons, Terrell, Kayvon Wallace, 7 Alabama passing, Tua Tagovailoa, 223-321, 69.5%, 3,671 yards, 41 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Rushing, Damian Harris, 819 yards, Josh Jacobs, 11 touchdowns. Receiving, Jerry Jeudy, 63 receptions, 1,176 yards, 13 touchdowns. Punt returns, Jalen Waddle, 15.1 per on 15 returns, 1 touchdown. Kick returns, Jacobs, 30.6 per on 13 returns, 1 touchdown. Punting, Mike Bernier, 37 yards per, 4 of 23 inside the 20. Kicking, Joseph Bulovas, 13-17 field goals, long of 49, 74-79 extra points. Tackles, Dylan Moses, 82 tackles for loss, Quinnen Williams, 18 sacks, Isaiah Buggs, 9.5 QB hits, Williams, Christian Miller, 12 interceptions, Syvion Smith, 3 passes. Breakups, Anfernee Jennings, Shyheim Carter, 10 statistical matchups. Alabama's 34th ranked rush offense, 202 YPG, versus Clemson's second-ranked run defense, 92.6 YPG. Clemson's 10th-ranked rush offense, 256.3 YPG, versus Alabama's 19th-ranked run defense, 120.3 YPG. Alabama's 6th-ranked pass offense, 325.6 YPG, versus Clemson's 16th-ranked pass defense, 182.1 YPG. Clemson's 24th-ranked pass offense, 274.1 YPG, versus Alabama's 22nd-ranked pass defense, 187.6 YPG. Alabama's second-ranked scoring offense, 47.7 PPG, versus Clemson's top-ranked scoring defense, 12.9 PPG. Clemson's fourth-ranked scoring offense, 44.3 PPG, versus Alabama's fifth-ranked scoring defense, 16.1 PPG. Common opponents Texas A&M. 8 in College Station, Alabama won 45-23 September 22 in Tuscaloosa, Louisville. Clemson won 77-16 November 3 in Clemson, Alabama won 51-14 September 1 on a neutral field. Losses none for either team, as this will mark the first time in the 5-year history of the college football playoff that 2 undefeated teams will be playing in the national championship game. Portfolio wins versus bowl teams, Clemson 11, Alabama 9 wins versus current CFP top 25 teams, Clemson Clemson 3, Alabama 5 wins in true road games, Clemson 5, Alabama 4 wins by 10+ points, Clemson 12, UA 13. The Bovada, LV line Alabama 5 open 6 over, under, 61. The predictions Zach Barnett. Here's a stat for you. In his 2 title bouts with Clemson, Deshaun Watson was a combined 66 of 103 for 825 yards with 7 touchdowns against 1 interception, leading his Tigers to 40 and 35 points. In 8 quarters against the most fearsome defense this side of the 85 Bears, Watson and company averaged around 100 yards, a touchdown and field goal. If Clemson is to do the unthinkable for the second time in 3 years, true freshman Trevor Lawrence will have to put up similar numbers and a similar volume, keeping Alabama's ultra-efficient offense off the field. I think they will. Clemson 38, Alabama 34. Brian Fisher. I've seen both the Tigers and the Crimson Tide win national titles before, and the 4th edition of their heavyweight fight might just be the best yet. It's got great quarterbacks, some terrific receivers and running backs, plus a host of defenders that will be playing on Sundays. Alabama will get pushed plenty by Dabo Swinney's side, but the SEC champs have played at another gear, for the most part, this season and will wind up with Nick Saban lifting yet another trophy in a thriller out west. Alabama 31, Clemson 27. Kevin McGuire. A season that was billed as a season-long exhibition before Alabama and Clemson square off in the national championship has delivered once again. Seeing Tua Tagovailoa appear to be just fine last week against Oklahoma was an encouraging sign for the Tide as they prepare to face the stiffest defensive challenge they have seen this season in the Tigers. The last 2 championship bouts between these two were instant classics, and we could very well have a third on our hands. This game has the look of a defensive battle, but the quarterback play is just too good to be stopped. In the end, Tagovailoa leads Alabama to one more critical touchdown drive than Trevor Lawrence, and Alabama wins yet another championship. Alabama 36, Clemson 31. John Taylor. I've picked against Alabama each of the past 2 title games, Georgia following the 2017 regular season, Clemson the year before, and the Crimson Tide split those meetings. This year, Nick Saban has arguably his best squad overall during his dozen seasons in Tuscaloosa, with an offense that's head and shoulders in the passing game above anything the future College Football Hall of Famer has ever fielded. All of the ingredients are there for back-to-back national titles for Saban to pass the legendary Bear Bryant for most career championships, for Saban to cement his legacy as the GOAT at this level, and yet I'm going with Dabo Swinney, with a heaping helping of Trevor Lawrence, a quarterback the likes of which Bama hasn't faced this season, to spoil yet another Tide coronation and pick up his 2nd national championship at the expense of his nemesis the past 4 years. Clemson 34, Alabama 31.